Ablecraft here, introducing the learning vehicle. This is a 1998 Ford Ranger with 3.0 V6, manual transmission, 4-wheel drive. This video is dedicated to those who do it themselves, who get out there, get their hands dirty, and just have an affinity for wanting to just bring things back to life. Well, this is one of those creatures that I found here, this learning vehicle. And the reason why I call it learning vehicle is because I've done a heck of a lot of learning, as I will detail as we walk through this. You can call this an introduction and review. As I walk around this thing here, as you can tell, it has its various nicks and bruises. Yep, it's not pretty, but you know what? A lot of learning here. A lot of learning. I will point out to you really neat that the owner had all the factory owner's manuals that come with this. You really don't see that too much anymore. With this nice little pretty Ford little case here. Pretty cool. So, when I got this thing, I put about 300 miles on it before I even decided to start throwing parts at it. I wanted to see how it shake, rattled, and rolled. It didn't have an exhaust, so I put her right here from the Y pipe all the way back through on catalytic converter all the way down to the tailpipe down there. And while we're under here, this is what the frame looks like. I'm 23 years old and I call it a salty climate that we live in. I don't think it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. You can even see that it looked like the driver's side, this front driver shaft was replaced with the U-joint as well. We'll see it on the other side. And I am on the passenger side here, looking back. 2 rear tires have recently been replaced. So yeah, it has on some American racing rims. That front fender I'm going to start playing with a little bit, see if I can straighten it out, just to make it more aesthetically pleasing. Let's see, where else do we want to go with? So, yeah, you can see it has some rust in the rocker panels. I might learn some welding. This is the driver's side now. Yeah. Looked like he had recently done some front end work as well. Those joints look pretty nice. Not too bad. Look at that. Pretty clean. Torsion bar. It's a torsion bar setup. 1997 they had an independent front suspension. They went with torsion bars in 98 on through. And then this is the frame here. Going down. So, at least I got some bones to play with. I mean, this thing is, at least the frame's not going to break on me as I'm cruising down the road. And let's see. I open this up. This is the door sticker. I deciphered that door code and figured out it has 373 rear end. And yeah, 3.73 rear end. Forget the gear on there, but you guys might have seen that tag, you might see it. But this is the miles right now, 162,587. My last 2 Rangers had over 280,000 miles apiece on them. One was a 4.0 and the other was a 3.0. And they did did some pretty heavy driving on them things. So this engine starts just getting started. At least 100,000 miles on it. Well, this is what it sounds like when it's running. Look at that. I really like that four-wheel drive there. And I say the four-wheel drive works too. 4 low and 4 high works. Yeah. I think it sounds pretty good. I don't know if you can hear it from inside. I'll pop the engine and show you what the engine's looking like. I mean, pop the hood here. See if I can get this latch here. Interior. Well, never mind that minor flesh wound on the driver's seat. Just a minor flesh wound. Well, like I said, not too shabby. Has the rear doors that opened up. There's a little trick to opening this door up. So I'll see if we can do it on the other side. I'll give you another shot. Matter of fact, I'll get there right now. I think the engine sounds pretty neat. I changed the spark plugs and the wires, cleaned the throttle body. But this is it's been used. A lot of dirt back here. Yep. Jump seats are the same. So I'm gonna do some cleaning. Okay. So what do we got here? Let's see here. Get on with this. See if we can open this thing up here one-handed. So it had a water pump leak. So I went in there and changed the water pump and the thermostat. And the radiator fluid was murky brown. I didn't like that color. So I radiator flushed this thing about 4 times, 4 cycles of flushing with distilled water, so I could get this nice green, nice clear, clean color in there in the radiator. I replaced the fan belt, and I replaced the fan clutch down there. Brand new alternator as well, and with battery and battery terminals. I also flushed the power steering about 4 times, 4 flushes on that, because there was a little bit of a power steering whine, and it's remarkably gone away, that whining sound. Still may have to replace the power steering, but I wanted to do a cheaper fix than just throwing parts at it. Anyway, so that's the engine. Let's see how she sounds here. I'll do a little rev up for you. Yeah, maybe a little bit of lifter tick in there. But I think the lifters are self-adjusting hydraulic, but we'll see. I got to read the manual. So pretty much all the way through, I replaced that, like I said, replaced the water pump with the fan clutch, replaced the thermostat with the alternator. Went in there with the battery and the battery terminal. As you can tell, I put on that exhaust, really quiet with a nice exhaust. And the owner left this nifty little tough box in there, and he bolted it in. So I got me some storage when I need it. Overall, I feel pretty good about the purchase. 300 miles before all the maintenance, 600 miles on it total. Can't attest to its reliability, but I've known my last 2 Rangers to have a lot of dependability as time went on. And there's going to be a lot of whole host of other fixing to be doing. And as time allows, I will do some filming, changing out the fluids. I did change the oil immediately when I got this thing. Oil's cheap, and I'm going to change it again just to make sure we're good with all that good stuff. Anyway, you know, inspect the brakes, front and rear. Just basically do all the stuff. The owner did tell me he replaced the clutch as well, and a mechanic had verified that, and the clutch feels really good. So that's one less thing I gotta have to do. I'm sure there's some stuff I missed. Yeah, but yeah, he had a detachable face stereo on there, and I actually do have the detachable face. It's in, oh yeah, in the glove compartment box. That's something you don't see much on a lot of these vehicles. They're usually ripped out or destroyed. And all the gauges work. So overall, this is what you're getting. But again, for you guys who do it yourself, and you don't want a Goliath, gargantuan trucks that are running down the road, especially those new Rangers, I like these little small Rangers. They really, they sort of tickle my fancy. Well guys, this video is for you. My little introduction review. We'll have a partner shot. Let me see how this looks like. Way back there. Other than that, the truck's pretty much bone stock. Alright guys, you have yourselves an Ablecraft day.